Well, welcome back, Mike. Thanks for popping in and sharing your gift and the smile. And I know you have great love and passion for your work. And we promised each other we'd talk a little bit about the role of how you see Contact Evolution, your masterful coaching skills in the workforce of today, in the field you're in. And you have to be a master salesperson, if I may say. So maybe you'd like to kind of touch with people out there that might be in sales or in a workplace where they might get a few no's or anything. So is there something when I say that comes up for you that folks out there might like to hear?
Yeah, well, it's hard. I mean, a lot of people are in sales. We're all in sales one way or another. Whether you work for somebody, you have to sell, your goods and your services and your performance to that individual. But for myself, I'm in the fundraising world for the cause. There's a lot of variables that are out there, like donor saturation, economical times, variables that can make the job tough. And we have a mission. I believe in the mission so much that that I can easily fall into the trap if I, let's say, get a lot of no's and I'm feeling that I'm not bringing enough contribution funds, resources to the mission. It can really throw me for a loop, because I can slip down, I can fall down a slippery slope and start thinking that I'm not enough, I need to be better, I put unnecessary pressure on myself, sleepless nights, and that can be a slippery slope. Conflict evolution allows me to turn a lot of no's into yeses, because it gives me the opportunity to stop with an individual when I'm honored with their time. And to me, time is our only unrenewable resource that we have, and people are maxed. I understand that now through conflict evolution, plus my other practices, that there's just not enough time for most people. I know that people genuinely want to help, but when I come into a relationship or a talk, it has to be more connected. Because if I just go in with my shtick, it doesn't bode well in long-term results. It's going to seem funny in a way, but what conflict evolution has done for me is I don't care if I get the sale. I care about the connection, which in turn gets the sale.
Well, that in itself sounds very elegant while holding a paradox.
It's risk for many individuals that are in sales by going, you don't get the care to get the sales. I don't want to get the sale for the fact of getting the sale. I want to get the sale because it's meaningful. It's going to make a difference in the individual's life. It's like bringing philanthropy first to individuals, giving them an opportunity, if they're looking for it, to serve a cause, a specific campaign, without and then the cause is secondary. Gives me an opportunity to connect with people in a more meaningful way. It gives me time to slow down and have a talk. And conflict evolution will allow me to come into a scenario, and after a couple of good questions, really see that this is not the time to make the ask, because that individual is not receptive to have rapport because of whatever story is going on in her or his life. So there's a lot of benefits. So I just want to help. So I'm going in with the very simplest bottom line. This is what I do. I think this is what's going to be great for you. This is not just for this. This is not just for me. This is for you. We're creating win-win and a win for the cause. And I would love to have the opportunity to just connect and talk about that.
So Mike, I'm really hearing that you're able to approach something as vulnerable and as risky as creating opening door for resources for something you almost have a calling to, and that's being in service, and yet you're there approaching with a non-judgmental modality or sense of mind, present of mind. If they contribute and serve, and it's right for them right now, that's cool. If it isn't the right moment, I'm not in judgment of it. I'm just acknowledging the greater good here was the connection and the relationship.
Yes. And this program, Conflict Evolution, has helped me be centered when I have the honor of somebody else's time to ask them for a specific request.
So I'm hearing that as a very gentle, kind process to approach people. Like myself, I was feeling very, very comfortable even saying, if you come into my office and said, you know, is this the right moment, the right time? I'm just feeling, well, yeah, you could drop in anytime with that, that feeling or sense or attitude of gratitude or whatever's going on for you, just seem very comfortable.
Yes. I want to perform like any sales individual. I want to hit my marks for the greater good of existence for our financial requirements that we need, whether it's home, mortgage, house, kids, raising, universities, whatever our responsibilities are. I need to achieve results to keep that going. But what I'm trying to say without saying it is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go in and be me, authentic Mike. I feel I have a great cause. I'm going to try to connect with people to be part of that. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And if a lot of that doesn't happen in the big scheme of things, and I don't perform for my criteria of my role,
I just think somebody's calling you to come and show them right now. They want you got connections out there.
There's a check coming somewhere. Yes.
This is awesome.
Like that.
You know?
And it doesn't, and so this has allowed me, this program has allowed me to be me, authentic. I'm going to go out there with my best skill sets and be who I am. If that's enough, then that's enough. If it's not enough, then I need to move on. But in the big scheme of things, it's good.
So I'm really hearing something I think myself, and I'm sure many of my clients, so I've been coaching since '92, come to is the sense of being enough. Being enough in the face of failure, being enough in the face of not doing it right, being enough in the face of not getting the mark or the results, but being enough inside.
Yes.
That being me is enough all the time and the other is just a bonus.
Exactly.
So I'm hearing that this is an issue I've heard in coaching for 22, 25 years of the sense of worthiness, self-esteem that centers around I'm enough.
Well, you know, John, there's a lot of individuals in sales or working for under the performance umbrella for their job description that are stressing themselves out to the max because they're either scared because they don't feel that they're enough, and which ripple affects that energy through their children, their family, their friends, their free time, their themselves, where at the end of the day, my journey has taken to me where it's, and understand I want to hit my marks, and I need to hit my marks. I need to hit my performance for the greater good of it all. But if it doesn't, it's enough.
Well, I'm hearing more than enough. I'm hearing that the mark is met in some non-monetary way that is
Yes.
so important to you as a
Yes,
human being, your
exactly.
contribution,
Yes, yes.
being in service.
Yes.
So I'm hearing that your mark of meeting your values, your contribution,
Exactly.
your being in community,
Yes.
your fellowship of human beingness contribution, service, they're all being met in a significant way, and in some places it's flavored like ketchup on a hot dog with a little money,
Yeah.
but that the hot dog exists regardless.
That's right.
And I'm really hearing that as a nice summer thing. So,
Yes.
wow. So if you're talking to salespeople out there, what you've got to say, it sounds really pretty incredible that you can meet your mark and the money seems to flow.
That, and and then they have to define what the mark is. Is it the job, or is it something else? What their values are, their beliefs. The sales is sales. You know?
So is there any other mark than the measure we put on ourselves?
I'm not sure.
Is there a mark out there that I need to attest to that is anything outside of myself? Because you said several times, I get to be me.
Yeah, so I don't think there's a mark outside yourself, if I'm understanding the question. It's about what's your heart telling you, not your brain, because your brain is tactics and systems and solutions and all those things, which of course we need during our day. But really, when it comes down to in our existence and our life, and what's the purpose? What's this all about? Really, what's it mean? I really think that a job is a vehicle for you, sales, however you want to label it, is a vehicle for you to get the monies to do the things you want to do in life. So a lot of people are getting caught up that they're living to work instead of working to live.
So I'm really hearing, though, that the belief structure of the stories people hold either rise them up as it has for you, or brings them down into overwhelm and a sense of anxiety, a sense of frustration, a sense of, in fact, takes them deeper. And not only for themselves, I heard you say something that really resonated with me. It brings that into their family, into their relationship, into their children, into their greater family, and into their social community. So I'm hearing something pretty significant, that the way that people hold their story, that you've learned to artfully re-energize, reformat, recreate, re-enervate, whatever, it's really changing something that's so almost magical and mystical, that we can get to be ourselves with such alignment and congruence. It's not that it doesn't matter, it's just that something matters more.
Yeah.
And what matters more is that we get to share our gift and get the rewards of that, where you get to be you, and that in itself, unfolding, evolving, is so rich. The money just seems to be in part of that as an ecological, environmental.
And even if it's not the money, then it's still rich.
Still rich.
You can't really put it into words. You have to feel it.
Yeah. So thank you. That's been a rich conversation. This has been kind of deep,
John.
buddy.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming in.
Great. Thank you.
Appreciate that. I hope your people out there who hear the story of being in sales with the challenges that they are, that believe in ourselves, knowing ourselves still counts.
It's where the rubber hits the road.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Much appreciated.
Thank
Look
you.
forward to seeing you again in a month.
Okay.